Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Oluwabi of Thoughtful Events. Today, I'm trying to give you something dynamic, something new. I'm trying to talk about farming. We can have different types of farming. We have the commercial one, and this one, I'm just trying to see and to let you know that you can have a garden at the back of your house. If you like flowers, if you like vegetables, if you like to be a farmer in the future, especially with the way the things are going on in the world, where we need support and things are so expensive. So I have brought to you a very easy way of having a garden at the back of your house, which can fetch you so many things like free vegetables, peppers, everything, even food. So, as you can see, we have here, if you have buckets, some they do it in bags, maybe like cement bags, you wash the bags and stuff like that. But in this case, we are using buckets like old buckets, paint buckets, bathing buckets, plastic buckets you're not using anymore. You can even go to the garden, to the store and get flower pots. You can use them. So in this way, we are doing like a freestyle one, which is very good and is not expensive. Let's see how it goes. And firstly, you drill on the bottom of the bucket. That is, you put holes under the bucket. You know why we are putting holes? In case you have too much water in the bucket, so there will be space for the water to drain out, so it won't spoil whatever you have planted in the bucket. That is why all these holes are being drilled on the bucket, by the side, or under the bucket. And that is what is happening right now. You drill holes, not too big, not too small, just for water to pass out in case there's too much water, or maybe there's rain and you are not around. You cannot go onto all the buckets and be draining the water again or packing the water out. But in this case, when you make holes, and before you put anything in the bucket, you make holes on the bucket by the sides. As you can see, they are making the holes, and then afterwards you put sand. And this one we are putting different kind of sand. Why I said so? Because of the country we live in, you cannot just plant on the ground like that or use the sand like that, because um, things will not germinate. Your products will not germinate, they will not grow. So when you pack the regular sand, and then you can now, you can see this one is meant for gardening. They call it garden soil. It's for the ground use. That is, if you want to plant anything. So this is what we mix it with. So you pour it and mix everything together. And before now, they have been mixed before, maybe just a little bit of it, but now they are pouring more. you know we're just trying to minimize expenses. And you can see the garden fork being used to mix them together, so it will blend in together. You can see it being mixed properly so that it will not be one-sided, and then whatever you plant will be able to germinate very well. You can see, as you can see, it's being mixed together properly, and that is how it is done. And then all these ones, after being done, you use your hand again to try to feel it and see. At times you might have stones or dirt or anything. So everything is set now. So the next thing is to bring out your plants. You know why we are not planting from seedlings? Like, we can use seeds to start our planting, but in this case we don't use seeds. We try to buy the one that has already been planted so that we can, transfer them. Why we do that is because our weather at times is always harsh, and if we don't do it on time, we will not be able to harvest it before the snow comes. And once there is snow, everything dies. It won't be able to grow anymore. So this is an outdoor planting. Is in the garden. So, and we are doing it in buckets in case if the snow comes, when we perceive snow coming, we can actually carry the buckets and put them under the house so that we can still harvest whatever we have planted. As you can see, it's just we are just trying to transfer the plants because we bought them like this. So you can see the name of the pepper is very hot pepper, hot chili. So we Africans, we like pepper so much, especially my tribe. I'm Yoruba, so we like pepper. So you can see it's now pouring the sand underneath again so that it will germinate. If we plant all these things in the regular sand, they will not germinate. They will not grow properly. So that is why we buy all those garden soil, because it's meant for gardening. You can see it's darker, and it's exactly like a loamy soil, which we use in planting in Africa. Um, then we start watering it just for it to blend and get used to the ground, because it's totally different from where it was coming from. So you can see it in the buckets. These are paint buckets, you can see all the paints we use in painting houses. At times we gather them when we go around. So now you can see another one being prepared, just for you to see another one being planted. We're just showing you more and more. And then you can see, you just put them, dig a small hole, not too big and not too deep, so that it won't cover your plants. But at the same time, you can see another side. This one is being watered. If you see it's too dry, you can water it a little bit before you now pour the sand or whatever you want to do on it. So now the sand goes into this one again, just at the edges by the side as it's being planted. You can see it. So is the garden soil, according to what I said. So you can go to any store very close to you, especially people in diaspora. Go to any store where you see they sell. Like this one was bought in Walmart. So you can get it anywhere. You can get it at Home Depot, anywhere, anyway. So you can see. But if you are in Africa, you are so blessed because we don't get to buy all these ones. You just go and pack it wherever you see it and then put them in the bucket, and you start your garden. You start planting them. So you can see them. We have different kinds of pepper, different species. So we have the banero, we have the cayenne pepper, hot chili, a lot, so many kind of pepper. We do this every year. By the grace of God, this is another year, 2023. We are doing another one. So I decided to do this video to show, because a lot of people have been asking me, because most times I show them ready-made ones, like when we harvest them, I just show them the harvesting and the plants and the fruit, whatever we get in from there. But I don't get to show them from the grassroots how we did it, how we are able to make it. So that's why I am doing this, so that they can see and anybody can try it. Even children can do it at the back of their houses. We Africans, we are so blessed that in such a way that even if you don't make all this kind of garden, so far you have a small piece of land at the back of your house or by the side, you can only easily pour the pepper seed or the tomato seeds or anything on the ground, and it will still germinate. Even vegetables, some you don't even get to plant them originally. Maybe you pour them away and you found them growing, and that is to show how blessed we are. But here, because of the ground, everywhere is cold. Even this week, early this week, it was very cold. So if we have planted all these ones on the ground, they might have died because the weather might be too hard and too harsh for them, so they will just die. But in this way, these ones are just being, that's why we don't buy the seeds to plant from the beginning, because by the time they grow up to this level, we are already approaching the end of summer. So summer is just coming now, we are in spring, so that's why we are doing this one now before summer, so that before the end of summer we would have started harvesting and enjoying the fruits of our labor. Exactly. You can do the same, anybody can do the same. Well, it's not too tasking. You can do it at your leisure time. You can do it when you are less busy, you don't have anything to do. Just do it. You can see when the sand is being mixed together, it's trying to check inside to see if there's any roots or anything that can debar the plants from growing properly. As you can see, another one is being done. We're just doing it like a repetition, so that if you have missed the ones we've done before, you will be able to get it here and see. So this one, you can see the dead leaves. Dead leaves too are like manure, so that's why it's not taking them out. You can see the dead leaves there. But all those roots that would not allow them, can you see? All those roots that will not allow them to grow is taking them out. Then it's digging his hands to fish out bones or more roots, you can see. So you can just see all those ones, that's no big deal, you can take them out and everything. All these ones we are doing, in the next 2 or 3 weeks by God's grace, I will show you how the plants are really doing, if they are growing or if they are not growing. But now let's just, this is the starting point. So we are just starting for this year. We do this all the time anyway, and this had been like the sixth or the seventh year we have been doing it consecutively every year. So this year I just decided to make this video, as I said, to make my people to understand more and more, so that when I showcase my tomatoes, my peppers, my vegetables, there will not be jealousy. People will like, bring for me, let me have some, and this and that. We can always do it. And then a lot of his friends and family friends have been asking. He told them, he loves planting, he loves gardening, and aside from his job, this is what he likes doing. So no matter how small your garden is, if you see how small this place is, and he has been able to, make very good use of the background, I mean of the backyard, to be able to get something out of it. You can see everything. He has a lot. So we have planted a lot. So we do it every year. As you can see, he's trying to wet them, to give them water. It's just like you giving them food. So when there is sunlight, they will enjoy the sunlight. When there is rain, they enjoy the rain. So even if you don't have this kind of hose that looks like shower, you can use your hand to, I mean, buckets or bowls, to pour water in the buckets also. You don't have to have this before you can do that. But all these ones are easy to get in the stores. And then if you know any garden stores, like any horticulture stores where they sell plants, where they sell flowers, you can walk by, pass by and drop in and say you want to see what they have. Like all these ones were being transferred also. They just prepare the ground. These are tomatoes, different kind of. We have Roma, we have a plum. So we have cherry tomatoes, those tiny tiny ones that are very good for salad. So we have a lot of tomatoes. At times in a whole year we don't get to buy tomatoes at all. So it's only the ones we plant, we harvest them, store them in the freezer because we have light, and then we are able to enjoy them all through the year. So as I told you, this is very much interesting. You can do it. You don't have to have so much money before you can do it. So, as you can see, I'll still bring some of the ones he planted. He actually planted some in the house. we put them by the window so that it will transfer them. I would still do another video. I really thank you for having the patience to watch till the end of this video. This is just it. As things are in the country, we too can be able to get some things to on our own, just to make things easier for ourselves, and to be able to enjoy good life. This is the real organic planting. You don't get to put anything, you just plant and eat natural food. These ones are not being polluted or maybe diluted with anything. So thank you very much for watching. This is Oluabi from Thoughtful Events. This is just how to prepare your own garden and enjoy your vegetables and fruits. Thank you. Thank you. Let everybody be his own farmer. We are all farmers. And during our forefathers' time, this is what they used to do, that bring food in circulation everywhere. If you do yours and I do mine, the hunting for food will be reduced, and when we will not be able to be eating junks all the time. Thank you so very much for watching again. This is Oluabi from Thoughtful Events. Subscribe, like, comments, and let's hear your views about it. If you have any questions, you can ask questions and I'll be able to answer you underneath this post. Thank you so very much. God bless you.